Hello, and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I am your paleontology teacher, Jen, and it's Fossil Friday. I know it's a little late in the day, but we've had a busy day. Plus, we're looking at a bit of a weather issue. As you do. So what we're going to be doing is we've got two jackets we need to make, or one we need to make. Well, they're both kind of need to be finished. They've been started, but they need to be finished before that rain comes. So, the people we have out helping us are going to help us make plaster jackets, and then we're going to get out of Dodge before rain makes it this way, because we're pretty surrounded. So, Bowden, can you tell me a little bit about this bone you're working on?
This is an ilium, or the top hip bone, of a hadrosaur, or one of our duck-billed dinosaurs, here from the True Medicine. It's one of their few bones that's diagnostic, so that means we can tell what the animal is based off of it. You can see this piece would go up to here. This would be their hip socket, and then it goes all the way down there. It scoops back up.
How long have you been working on this?
Way too long. I have probably put over 7 days of work effort into this guy, just digging this big trench that I'm sitting in. Slow going.
All right, Brett, what did you find?
This is either a process or a rib. Tough to say so far.
What makes you say that it's possibly one of those?
The shape, so this kind of long, thin shape, that's really only something you'll see on a process connected to a vertebrae or on a rib. If this is a rib, it'll be much longer. If it's a vertebrae, we'll know pretty soon here, another few inches. It'll be too long to be a process.
Nice.
I guess it could also be maybe like a radius of a smaller animal, of a juvenile.
Excellent.
The only other option, really. Yeah.
Can you tell me what you're doing with the burlap?
Oh, so what we're doing is we're going to soak the burlap in water when we can get it nice and wet, and then we'll rinse it out, and we're going to mix add it to the plaster mixture, which is not made yet currently, because we're trying to get things sorted.
What does soaking the burlap do?
I think I haven't been explaining the full details of it, but it sort of helps like get the plaster stuck onto it a bit easier rather than just drying out instantly.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. But structure and stability. But
Yeah.
we don't want it too wet though.
Yeah, you don't want it too wet.
Otherwise, the plaster won't stay on for too long.
Yes. As Brett was saying from the distance, it is part of it is structure and stability. The burlap gives the plaster somewhere to hold on to, but it also gives some support. Woo!
There's some rain to come over and then fill the bucket.
Fill the bucket. We're gonna have a rain plaster.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit more of a natural process. It's good for the environment.
The wind is starting to pick up.
Oh, that's nice.
Feels good. It does feel good. It also means the storm is close. Just a bit. I mean, just a bit.
I mean, it's raining over there.
Yeah, it's definitely raining over there.
That's a bit more than yesterday, but yesterday you didn't have enough yesterday. I think that's a pretty good guess.
Yeah. Alright. So we've got water in our burlap bucket, and then we have another bucket with water. We're going to be putting the plaster powder in there.
Yeah, but I think I'm trying to figure out where the best place to station it. Like,
Probably in the middle.
Yeah, probably in the areas that we're going to do it.
We put it...
So, just gonna get the there.
Move out of the way.
So,
The burlap thing, the bucket of burlap.
so in this it's sort of going to be like a similar process to making a pancake batter. So what we're going to do is get like a good...
Don't get in front of my camera!
Pasta, and then we're going to sort of sift it rather than just drop it in one blob, otherwise it will just form as one big blob. And that would not be good for the frost. I don't know what the main reason was, but I got told off for doing
For what?
Sifted. I remember like the first time I was trying to do it, I popped it in rather than sifted it.
It makes it clumpy.
Yeah.
You want it to be nice and smooth.
Yeah, so if you want this, does anyone want to? Sure. Just to say before we start, we should probably say no rings
Yeah.
or patches, unless you want to get them.
Yeah. Anything that you don't want to get plastered should come off your hands and wrists. Just connect these together.
Okay.
I'm looking the book in here.
Yeah, so if you want, you can come around here as well, and then grab a handful from the bag, and then zip it in.
You just want to keep doing it so it's slightly thicker than pancake batter.
So we'll do we'll do it until we can see like the top bit looking a bit dry or something.
Do you want to do it? This is just concretions. Oh, it is.
So right now what Bowden is doing is he's getting some paper towels wet. We're going to put them on top of the bone surface. It's going to act as a separator when we put the plaster on, because we do not want the plaster to stick to the bone, because then we have to trip it off and it's just not good. We want the plaster to protect the bone, not destroy the bone. Paper towel's not the only thing used as a separator. Sometimes you'll see newspaper used.
Some people use aluminum foil.
Some use aluminum foil. I do not like the aluminum foil
foil's not
myself.
good.
No. It does some funky chemistry nonsense.
It's also way more expensive.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? He's going to use the brush to kind of dab water on to kind of give it a tight squeeze, because we want it as tight. The wind is not helping. Okay. Now that I've kind of shown you that, I'm going to pause so I can help him.
Here's next week back. Right.
Thank you.
So Ray, how many more do you think you might need?
I don't know if we need much more on this one.
Okay. Bowden, how are we looking?
Ready, almost. Maybe one more paper towel.
Just smoothing this out.
I'll get some more.
Yeah. And we want to make it so basically we can't see the burlap anymore. And we're just going to keep smoothing this out basically until the plaster hardens.
Hang on.
Otherwise, you can get basically you can get sharp points. We don't want that, because the one that plaster hardens, we'll cut our hands on it when we're trying to carry it.
Okay, Brett, can you explain the goop one more time?
Yeah, sure. So we're putting this goop on this. Basically, the goop is going to help us to make sure we don't want to see the burlap anymore, so we want to make it nice and even, and we also want to smooth it out, because once it's nice and smooth, once this plaster hardens, if there's any pokey points left, any sharp bits, they'll harden up into nice pokey points and cut our hands when we're trying to take them out. So we want to make sure it's nice and smooth. So we're basically going to keep patting it down, smoothing it out until the plaster hardens.
Caress it.
Yeah.
As you can see, we made it back to the museum. The storm has hit. I am in the wind right now. You can see clouds. It's rained a little bit already. We got out of the site just in time for it to start pouring. So we'll see if people get out tomorrow. But that is the direction of the site, so it's rainy. But we were able to rain jackets, almost all of them. Thanks for your patience and waiting to hear back from okay, and maybe there'll be some special stuff coming up. It's a new month, so we're going to be working with more on volcanoes. So be ready for that. I'll see you later.